Oh my God.
Hey!
This is tuna. 33 inches.
33.
The striped bass is the East Coast's most popular saltwater game fish. Anglers agree these are hard-fighting, great-tasting fish. What fishermen don't agree on, though, is the best way to catch them. Some say live spot is the best bait around, and others say soft plastic lures are the ticket to success. Let's find out who's right.
Today on Got Bait, it's BKDs soft plastic jigs versus live spot. The kids are opting to fish with bait today because they've seen that stripers just can't resist a lively spot. But I prefer to fish with artificials. In this case, BKDs, also known as Bass Candy Delights. Rockfish love these things. My special guest fisherman and fellow lure angler for the day is Sean Kimbrough, the author of Chesapeake Light Tackle.
Glad to fish with you, Lenny. Looking forward to a good day.
He's what happens when you take a Tennessee hillbilly bass angler who's a total addict to fishing and bring him to the Chesapeake Bay.
Well, somebody's got to teach you Yankees how to fish. Might as well be a Tennessee volunteer, huh?
The Got Bait crew is heading for an oyster bed near Thomas Point, just south of Annapolis, Maryland. This isn't where the striped bass are feeding. This is where they'll catch the spot for bait.
The hassle factor for spot is huge. Not only do I have to spend time and energy catching the spot, I had to spend $10 to buy bait to catch the bait.
Spot are easy to fish for. All you need is a common bottom rig with little hooks and enough weight to keep it on bottom. Bloodworms are the best bait. When you're spot fishing, you want to make sure that your line is taut and on bottom because otherwise you won't be able to feel the spot bite your hook. Fish on bottom. Oh, got him. Sweet spot, just more bait.
When you're spot fishing, it's very important that you set the hook immediately after the bite.
Spot aren't included in our fish count. Once the teams start fishing for stripers, we're going to award each team 1 point for throwbacks, 2 points for keepers, and 3 points for fish over 30 inches. But Max spots a cow nose ray. Spot fishing suddenly takes a back seat.
Come on, bad boy. Turn this way.
A little more. A little more. Almost.
Thank you.
There we go.
You break the hook.
Oh, that was a good fight.
After the release, it's back to filling the live well.
All right, Dad, well, that makes about 20 spot. I think we're good to go fishing for real. Let's hit it.
All right, we'll go for the rock. Okay, folks, we got our spot. What do you think, buddy? Should we go to our super secret spot?
Let's do it.
All right, we're off to one of my favorite middle Chesapeake hotspots.
Where the bait will win.
Not a chance. All right, we're here, buddy.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Sorry, folks, but this is a super secret spot, and I am not giving the GPS coordinates away. That goes double for you, Kimbrough. I was not going to let those GPS numbers appear on the screen. We're over a mile from shore, but it's only 5 to 7 feet deep here. The tide rushes across this underwater plateau, and there are a handful of scattered rocky outcroppings on the bottom.
Since we're fishing in very shallow water today, stealth is critical. We've got to be really quiet on these fish. Even though they don't have ears, fish have a very acute sense of hearing. They also have a very good sense of feel that's closely related to the lateral line. So the lateral line runs all the way down the side of this fish. It's a series of very sensitive nerves, tiny neuromass, jelly-covered hairs that can tune in on any movement in the water. So the worst thing you can do when you're overfished is to make a lot of noise. And one of the worst noises you can make is this right here. Just how important is the lateral line? Studies show it can override the sense of sight when fish are feeding.
Which potential fish spooking sound is the loudest 15 feet under the surface of the water? A, an idling 4-stroke outboard motor? B, a running live well or bilge pump? Or C, someone yelling, "Hey, I got a bite!"
Stay tuned. We'll find out the answer in the next segment of Got Bait. We're back to find out which is better for striper fishing in the Chesapeake, bait or lures. The kids chose to fish live spot for bait, while Lenny and Sean have opted for lures. But before we get back to fishing, let's have the answer to the last fishing quiz. The question was, which potential fish spooking sound is the loudest 15 feet underwater? A, an idling 4-stroke outboard motor? B, a running bilge or live well pump? Or C, Max yelling,
"Hey, I got a bite!" The answer is C, someone yelling, "Hey, I got a bite!"
Hey, I got a bite!
Underwater recordings prove that human voices travel amazingly well through the water.
When live baiting for rockfish, we like to use a 6/0 hook with 30-pound fluorocarbon leader. Some people like to use treble hooks, but we don't because they get stuck in the throat of the fish and can kill it.
I think this is about the right size of hook we want. Yeah, you didn't need it.
Unfortunately, Lenny's secret spot doesn't pay off. There are plenty of fish on the fish finder, but they just aren't biting. So the Got Bait crew decides to run across the Chesapeake to Eastern Bay. So then they run some more, and more, and more. Finally, they find some fish that are willing to bite.
Yep. Just exactly.
I think we
Slow
can do
troll
better than that.
forward just for a little bit. There he is.
You go, Lenny?
Yeah, man.
That's a decent fish.
Not a bad fish.
No, that's a decent fish. Look, fish on.
Yeah, why don't you bring it on back here, buddy?
I got one too. No, I don't do that.
Good job, buddy. Thank you. All right.
Nice fish. I don't
Yay.
think it's
Score one for lures. There he is.
on. Nice fish, Lenny.
What do you say, guys? Should we do the same bet as last time? Losing team cleans the boat?
Yeah, we don't have to worry about anything, so.
I'll go with it.
You cool with that, Sean?
Well, that's okay by me, because lure fishermen never have a dirty boat. I like a BKD, but what I really like is a hot-rodded BKD. So fishermen have known for centuries that color contrast attract fish. If you buy a lure off the shelf, usually it's going to be color contrasted. However, some soft plastics aren't color contrasted, so this is a way you can make that color contrast on your soft plastic lures. I call it hot rodding. One thing I like is just a pin, and you can do whatever you want to on there. Maybe put a lateral line, add some color on the back. Sprays work very well. I don't want to spray it on the seat because if you get it on your boat, it won't come off. But if you hold it up and spray it, so then you put your lure on a color contrasting jig head. Make sure you get it on there straight. You don't want any kinks or bends in there. Slide it up and you're ready to fish.
Now here's something interesting that I just noticed watching Sean put this lure together. He puts his hook in so that it pops out on the back side, whereas I put mine in so it pops out on the bottom side. See, these BKDs have a little pocket in there. And I like it in that way because I think it wiggles better. Sean, why do you put yours in the other way?
Well, I agree with you. It does wiggle more that way, but it stays on the hook a little longer this way. And since I'm trying to keep the lure on the hook for a while, well, then that's why I do it that way.
Pick your pleasure.
The boys get a few bites with spot, but each time the hook pulls free. The stripers here are small and they just can't get the spot all the way into their mouths. Meanwhile, Team Lures catches a keeper and 5 throwbacks.
Hey, anybody hungry? Either of you guys want a sandwich?
I'll take a turkey.
All right, turkey. Here you go, buddy.
Thanks.
You actually bit it. This is...
When live lining for striped bass, there are 3 basic ways to rig up a spot. A, through the nose of the spot, B, in front of the dorsal fin of the spot, or C, behind the dorsal fin of the spot. So, which way will encourage the spot to swim up and away from the bottom?
Stay tuned. We'll find out the answer in the next segment of Got Bait. Who's going to catch more fish? The kids with their live spot or Lenny and Sean with their lures? So far, Team Lures has 7 points and Team Bait is stuck at 0. But there's plenty of fishing left, so the prize, a free pass on washing down the boat, is still up for grabs. Before we get back to the action, here's the answer to our fishing quiz.
When live lining for striped bass, there are 3 basic ways to rig up a spot. A, through the nose of the spot, B, in front of the dorsal fin of the spot, or C, behind the dorsal fin of the spot. So, which way will encourage the spot to swim up and away from the bottom? The answer is A, through the nose. When hooked through the nose, the spot tend to stay up near the surface. Otherwise, the spot tend to swim down.
The bite quickly dies out and our anglers start searching again. And again. And again. Tough fishing. Finally, they run into a feeding frenzy.
Yep. All right.
For some weird reason, these fish just won't eat spot, which are normally a great striper bait. The boys are so desperate to feel a tug on their lines that they switch over to lures.
I'm done. I'm going to lures.
Oh, that's what happens when bluefish are around.
I'm done.
Look at that. I don't blame you, Dave.
Man, I can't believe we didn't catch with those spots. Something must have been wrong with them.
I missed another. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Give me that. No, I'm fishing lures. I'm done with bait.
Well, if you guys are both switching over to lures, then I know who's washing the boat.
Yeah, I will, because I want to catch fish.
Okay.
It was so worth it to change teams just because I finally got to catch some fish. But I got to tell you, I was really surprised that this spot didn't kill the lures. Keep the net in the water. Keep the net in the water.
No,
Mine's
you're
right
making a
here.
huge tangle, Max. Dump him on the deck. Oh, that's a disaster.
That's not my fault. He jumped in.
There you go.
All right.
Little guy.
Jesus, nice fish.
Nice.
Nice blue.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, my
It's not a
God.
bad fish.
How loose is my drag? One measuring him, since it's actually a better fish.
There you go, bud.
That's
All
not
right,
bad.
so 20 inches. It's a keeper.
Yep. Just exactly.
I think
Slow
we did
trolling
better than that.
forward just for a little bit.
This is the downside to hot rodding.
Looks like the boys spotted a few more rays.
What do you got there, Dave?
Hooray.
All right.
I also did on one of the smallest rods
How much line you
here.
got on that? How much line you got on that
Oh
reel?
my God, Dad.
Sounds like a big ray.
Should I tighten the drag?
I don't know. Where's it set?
I don't know, but I don't think it's full.
You better tighten it then.
Yeah,
Don't let him
I see
spool
it
you.
full. I did that.
Dave, don't
Oh,
point
you're
it
about to
straight at
get
the ray.
spooled. Tighten it fast. Tighten it fast. Faster, 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 faster. Too late.
Dang it! I can't believe that ray spooled me.
Okay, I cannot spool this. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad, that way, that way, that way.
Down the-
Go, Dad, go.
I'm gonna spook the fish.
Go, Dad. This is tuna. baby do all that damage?
Keep the tension, bud. Can't let it slack.
Get him. Thank you.
Oh, he's not happy with us, buddy.
Watch the stinger.
Watch that stinger.
Now this is a common cow-nosed ray. They're all over the Chesapeake, oodles of them. There didn't used to be so many, but since the shark populations have dropped and sharks are their natural predators, there are more than ever before.
Little guy.
Time's up, and our day of striper fishing has come to a close. Let's take a look at the results. Lenny and Sean were up to 3 keepers and a dozen throwbacks, bringing them to 18 points, plus some bluefish, before the boys forfeited and they stopped keeping count. Spot, get a big, fat 0.
So, truth be told, bait versus lures was really no contest this time. But just for the record, let's do the numbers. And don't forget, spot have that huge hassle factor. You have to spend time catching them. You have to buy the bait to catch the bait. I give them a -5. These BKDs, on the other hand, they're inexpensive. They last for fish after fish. And you know what? I love them. I give them a hassle factor of 0. Now, spot really are an excellent rockfish bait. Frankly, the results of our fishing competition stunned me.
When all is said and done, those BKD lures demolished live spot with a final score of 34 to -5. A big surprise for everyone on board.
Now, come to think of it, last week I did have a bunch of soap and scrub brushes inside of that live well. Huh, I wonder if I unwittingly sabotaged the boys. You know, I don't think I'll bring that up till after the boat's been washed down.
That's it for this episode, folks. Join us next time on Got Bait.
Nice one.
Oh my God.
Hey!
This is tuna.
33 inches.
33.